Hello, my report is on George S. Counts. George Sylvester Counts was born on December 9th, 1889 on a farm in Baldwin City, Kansas. His parents were James Wilson Counts and Myrtle Florella Counts. Counts grew up in Baldwin City on a farm where he cleared land as well as tended to livestock. Counts received 2 years of formal education in a one-room schoolhouse while attending to his chores. Within these 2 years, he managed to finish 4 grades and continued his education until he received his high school diploma in 1907. Although Baldwin was a small town, at the time of Counts' childhood, there was much political involvement on the state and national level. Some have assumed this to be a contributing factor in his involvement in social and political issues. He attended Baker's University, a local Methodist school, and received his bachelor's degree in classical education. After receiving his degree, Counts was hired as the high school math and science teacher, and later became a principal, all before the age of 24. He then went to the University of Chicago, where he received his Ph.D. in education. Counts worked at a variety of universities such as Harris Teachers College, University of Washington, Yale, University of Chicago, and others. During his years of teaching, Counts was also involved politically. He was chairman of the Labor Committee, founder of the Liberal Party, a candidate for the New York City Council, a lieutenant governor, and U.S. Senate. Counts wanted to change the social order through schooling. He proposed that teachers lead society rather than be followers of society. Counts is the author of 29 books and wrote more than 100 articles during his lifetime. George Sylvester Counts was a proponent in social reconstructionism. Social reconstructionism is a philosophy that promotes social reform within society. Reconstruction educators focus on integrating social issues of the time into the curriculum. This topic of social reconstructionism is controversial among educators of our day. Does it benefit students to learn about current issues in the world, or does it make them hesitant to enter into it? Counts recognized that education was the way to carry out this social reform. To change the society, we would need to start within the schooling system. When a new generation is taught of social topics, they are better able to face them when they graduate and start their careers. Counts suggested that the education system was somewhat corrupt due to the class of people running the system. Many schools were run by the capitalist class, which inhibited progression in society as a whole. This could allude that the lower class students may not have received as many opportunities as opposed to the students who came from more wealthy families. Counts discussed this corruption in the pamphlet Dare the School to Build a New Social Order. These papers were delivered in different education meetings, proposing that the education system redefine their claim on social reform. Counts said, schools are driven by the forces that transform the rest of social order rather than the school directing the change. Education needs to be scrutinized by teachers. Schools cannot be reformed without effort, struggle, and sacrifice. End quote. Counts believed that schools must build our civilization rather than just contemplating it. He spent his lifetime emulating this idea to others. After writing Dare the School to Build a New Social Order, Counts launched The Social Frontier, which was a reformist journal that attracted the attention of many famous writers of its day. This journal established the idea of integrating social topics into educational to create a foundation for the future. This way, we can learn from errors made in the past and build from it. He's been very influential in the realm of education. His countless essays have been informative and beneficial to our society. Counts wanted teachers to go beyond philosophical ideas and past norms. He invited educators to embrace cultural, political, and moral dilemmas, thus teaching our students how to approach the world when they graduate. His goal in reference to progressivism was, if progressive education is to be truly progressive, it must emancipate itself from the influence of this class, face squarely and courageously every social issue, come to grips with life in all of its stark reality, establish an organic relation with the community, develop a realistic and comprehensive theory of welfare, fashion a compelling and challenging vision of human destiny, and become less frightened that it is today of the bodies of imposition and indoctrination. Learning of George S. Counts has truly inspired me as a future educator. Many people don't believe in what Counts taught, but I believe his ideas are beneficial to us as future teachers. We can't even begin to understand the potential each classroom has. If we did, I don't believe any of us would take the responsibility in teaching. Because of this vital role, we must have a fair balance between curriculum and social issues. In order for this to be effective, we, as teachers, must be educated in what is going on in the world. We must decipher what is truth and what is not. As we do this, we can be filters for our students. And as we do this, we can build a future generation. Students will be more prepared for the world and will be motivated to do something to change it. And that's my report. Thank you.